I recall my name amidst the unknown. In a world so vast, feeling so alone. A giant's descendant with strength so grand, but my past like sand slipped through my hands. I hold to my name, my past concealed. In flashes of chaos, my fate revealed. I ran from the mountain in a desperate race, the last in my mind, the forge embrace. In glimpses sharp, the mountains fall. A hurried escape from an ancient hall. The forge father in flames so bright, I followed him once into the night. Each memory's fragment, a piece of my tale. In the chaos, my true self to unveil. I search for the echoes of who I once knew, the giant's legacy, my heart to pursue. I hold to my name, my past concealed. In flashes of chaos, my fate revealed. I ran from the mountain in a desperate race, the last in my mind, the forge embrace. With every vision, my history I mend. The blood of giants in me to ascend. My memories from me have been torn, but I remember now, from the forge I was born. From oblivion's deep shadow I start to emerge, with the might of my ancestors, my legacy to serve. A man with just a name now begins to realize I am the giant reclaiming my prize.
So who was doing the recap?
Okay, because she didn't do
Well-
it first, I'm gonna be a dick and do it. Avis is doing it because her theme got played. All right.
So,
About that.
oh god, let me see if I remember what happened last time.
I believe it. Yeah.
Remember the important happy parts. We'll fill in the rest.
I need to hold on. I need to brainwave for a moment.
This guy. These
okay.
guys.
So from what I remember, last time that we played this, Uka and Igor started training together. Uka, no, not Uka. Talon or Tallow finished up Avis's armor and shield, which she also put on and went to go train with Igor and Uka as well.
Yep.
I remember. Was the
People
talk about
missing a lot.
making the staff last session or the session before that?
I think that was the
Oh,
session
that was
before that.
before.
Yeah, that's the session
Okay,
before
never
that.
mind then. God, I have really bad memory when it comes to other characters.
This happens. This is natural.
I think the orc chief got his weapon delivered. He was pretty happy with it, I think.
He
Turned
Oh
out
yeah,
to be almost some kind of
Deacon
evil
was
weapon.
working on stuff as well.
Yeah, Deacon was working on putting gems in his armor, I believe.
And he
And
created
weapons.
a new material.
What was the material?
The what's Arcanist's met alloy.
Oh, neat. Sweet. Big thumbs up. We love that. Let's see, continuing on. I remember being shot at with moss.
Yes.
But before that, Avis was able to obtain the 2 moonstones because of, I believe, Spiris did a prayer or some kind of talk with Erla, which gave Asia and some of her fellow tribes people just boom kapow children, which then fulfilled the deal that they made. I believe it was like 6 more pups or something for the stones, which then Avis collected, gave one of the stones to, I believe, the Twilight Stone to Eager, and then they pretty much very quickly after that they set off to go towards the shrine where they're supposed to deliver it in the boneyard. That's all I really remember most of the time. I think I got it most of it.
Well, that was your part, and then
So how did we get here then?
was like Nim and
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Spirus were doing stuff, and then Nim got taken here.
So that way I could have the core implemented into my person.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
right.
that was extremely painful. So
Well,
after
I guess
surviving
that's
the
it.
process and getting burned, here we are.
Take it away, pass.
Yes, let's take off from here.
I hope you're still sober enough to deal with emotional crap.
Oh, I am perfectly sober. I only had a singular drink here before, here while we were doing work for the game, so don't worry about me.
Quickly shoves the bottle next to his desk to the side.
How dare you?
No,
not-
it's in the kit.
It's in the kitchen.
AKA within reach.
Nuh-uh.
Yo.
So,
Onward and upward we go.
Well, Nim,
Ow. Is this scar gonna get any bigger?
there shouldn't be any scars. I
You
merely
know, I
opened
didn't
up.
think we'd... Merely opened up.
Well, I did open up into your very soul to inlay that core into you and bringing it into a stabilization inside of you. All things lay in your hands now to see if it sticks or it rejects you.
Also, speaking of scars and questions, you mind telling me how I got this cute one on my chest? I don't remember that being an issue before.
Well, when you asked me to do what I did for you, you remember the price you asked for you to pay for it, that you self-chose.
Of course I self-chose. I picked something that you couldn't refuse.
Indeed. and to inlay myself into where your heart is, I had to make a small incision. Nothing to worry about.
Call this small? How big is this scar? I understand it to be a couple inches, maybe several centimeters.
It shouldn't be bigger than like 2 in around 2 inches. Small
2 inches is
incision.
pretty big, my guy. Especially on a sternum for someone that's 4'9".
That is true.
So look at the size of him. It's very small compared to that.
That is true. To him, it's probably small, but to you, it's probably like massive. That is a weird line of state.
This is an open heart surgery kind of marking, my guy. I'm over here like, what the fuck is this?
Did you have to cut my entire body in half?
Did you have to open up the entire sternum? Granted, if you said if it was as big as an arrow, I would have been like, you make this Cupid joke, I will stab a tentacle out of sheer spite.
It may seem bigger than it is, but don't you worry. Nothing. Nim.
If anyone complains about my lack of those tenny cut outfits, I'll be sure to send them your way. Hero, I'm gonna have to impose upon you and Servo to send word back.
Oh? You want me to send her back?
She needs to tell the chieftain that the court is getting comfortable in its new host. I want to keep him appraised. So that way if he does anything stupid, we can act accordingly. Or am I still too fragile and trying to do too much while injured again?
No, it's fine. Why are you sending me back, Ma? Evro quips up.
I need you to tell the fire chief what's going on. Because he has things that he needs to do, and I don't know how quickly he needs to get them done.
You see her feathers for a moment, like floops up a little bit.
Then we'll smirk.
I can do it if that's what you want me to. As her expression turns to a more worried look.
What is the issue? Is it because they're humanoid? Come on, Zephyr. I need you to talk to me. If
What
you see
happened
something
last
I
time my mother sent me away?
Come here.
She crawls over to you.
Gentle big scoop. Nuzzles roughly on the top of her head. You should know that I am extremely hard to kill. If nature itself hasn't claimed me in a century, I assure you, it's gonna have to send something far more reckless to mess with the likes of me.
I just don't want to lose you too, Ma.
You won't. I'm too
She
stubborn to die.
she just hugs you very gently, not only with her hands but also her wings in a very touching moment.
Nice firm squeeze at the waist, and the gentle hug at the head. Trust in my willpower and my own stubbornness. Please.
I will. Just if anything happens, call me back, okay?
I will do what I can. I'm going to try to impose a favor. It will be a bit rude. Hopefully it will not cost me my other face.
What?
I don't want to lose my ability to change shape for the privilege of possibly seeing your siblings, even for a moment. I want to see if I can update them as well on what is going on, and have them make the choice as to whether or not they wish to help.
Of course. You're talking about Sobek and Raleigh.
Yes, I'm talking about your siblings. Or did you forget you have those? Pokes
I
forehead.
didn't.
Good.
Ah!
Did you want me to pester them or give them anything?
Just mm, just tell them I hope I get to see them soon. And I miss them. I miss my nestmates.
I am certain they miss you too.
So beg you can send me back now if you would.
Gonna need
You
you to stand
see,
up. I don't know how complicated magic is, so I imagine you'll need to stand up by yourself, hun.
she lets go of you and stands up. Has Zero leaned down and smoke engulfs her and you see her disappear.
So what
Now,
is your price?
what do you wish for?
I want to see Agus and my children.
I can take you there. No cost if you wish to visit them personally, but it can only be for one night.
I know that they deserve to know all that is going on. And if those beastmen are coming from the south, the fire chief deserves to know.
Hmm. Hmm.
You saw the horde.
I saw them.
That is quite an army. Even the orcs might have trouble against something that vast.
I know the horde was immaculable, innumerable. But I can only do as much as I can. Because even my influence on this world, that plane, is minimal. I can transport you and those I deem worthy to do so around with little effort, but it still usually would have a cost associated with
What
it.
of my flock?
About them, they're fine.
Yes. Can't they go home?
If you're talking about the friend your flock has in your tribe to the south, or your little...
My men. My people. My first group.
I have still not been able to track them down as they are traveling through places I don't even have eyes watching. They're in the in-between thanks to your little friends' suicide. I do not.
He was so stupid.
He did what he thought was best to save you from being completely overrun by those puppets.
Didn't have to die.
What?
He didn't have to die for it.
Maybe not, but he created a very unstable gate that blasted himself into nothingness as he hold on to the one who loved him unconditionally. As they were both blasted into the ether.
Is it selfish that I wish to go home?
I can only send you home for one night.
I know. I'm asking if it's selfish.
It is not selfish to want to make sure that your home is safe, that your people is safe. To call that selfish, I would call it barbarous. To say any other thing, to deny someone a little peace of mind of where their home is, even though I don't have one.
Sure you do.
I don't. This is but a
I
mere
guess...
temporary place I right now resides in.
Well, not to sound too cheesy, but home is where the heart is.
No place can truly contain me, Nim. Or do you think I have this small subspatial plane? And even here, it
I
cannot
tried to
contain.
throw you a rope of kindness and cute, cuddly feelings. And here you are, taking it so wonderfully logically.
What can I say, Nim? I don't have a heart.
Sure you do. You have mine.
Yes. I have your physical heart. But you
I
must
don't believe
understand.
it. No. I don't need to understand. I know what I gave up. And I know why and what you get to see and feel. That is enough.
And yet
So
I
if
do
you
not understand
don't-
half of it. So wild and uncontained.
Now you know why Erla adores it so much.
But I shall send you on, and for one night, you'll be able to visiting.
You make sure that Sprig doesn't do anything stupid while I'm away.
Him and
Did I
his
say that?
crew. I shall make sure they don't do anything stupid. I will have my little aspect keep an eye on them. As I will also keep an eye on you and yours.
Haven't you
Always.
always? Yep. It's gonna be great.
But if you wish to go now,
Gods, yes. Tell me it's dinner time, so I could be a dick and hide in my yurt like a good introvert. I bet my bees miss me.
oh, Sobek has been very much keeping a good care of them. They give her a bit of honey for her experiments. She makes sure they have plenty of both flowers, as she has grown a few patches of them nearby the yurt.
Good. Is it selfish that I want to be in the yurt and not walk in like some big damn hero? I bet Ghost will see me as soon as you pop me in. Or Sobek.
They might, hawk the life out of you. But
If I die in the arms of my children, then I die a warrior's death.
oh, so you were going to wrestle with them?
No. I'm more horrified of that old man figuring out that he has strength that rivals mine.
What?
I'm poking fun at Agus.
You stronger than him? That would be the day.
You never know. I got a core now.
That is true.
I'm big and strong, and I grew a couple inches. I can kick his ass. This is great. It's great. You just drop me off home. I'll get tackled, and then I'll challenge him to a fight. And I'll kick his ass and show him how much I missed him and his smug little face. Be great. Finally fight someone that's gotta put up a good fight.
Right.
And not look so weird, wonky in the face. The smushing. Shut up, I know you can feel it. I can be awkward.
Fine.
Don't pout. It's not like you don't get a cum.
Fine. But just know that there are things out there that I need to take care of.
In my home's neck of the woods?
A few things. I have, I have more than one aspect of mine. Taking care of things unseen. Out of sight, out of mind.
Please tell me you're not fucking with my gates. Well, they're not my gates, they're the gates, but still. No fucking with the gates.
Don't you worry.
Please. Okay. Pretty please. Take my druidess home, and preferably in my yurt.
Will do
Bonus
so.
points if you get me in my bed.
Give me just a second here, because that's actually a map I forgot to upload really quickly, so I'm quickly getting that uploaded.
You could just, say you bamfed him and cut to the other folks.
That's fair, we can do that too. But I was actually going to import it. I'll do it later then. But sure, we are going to bamf Nim into Black Smoke as she's being transported, and we're going back to the region of the valley.
Did you have anything to do, King?
I mean, it was probably just going to be Spirus and Thultan talking. It's probably going to be about it.
Okay, well, the thing I want to do involved him, so that will wait. So I guess we can jump to the others.
Mm-hmm.
As they camp.
Give them an opportunity to do stuff.
Yes.
So this is at a point where we've already traveled for half a day, and we are now in the evening camping. Okay, gotcha. You see, Avis is just sitting down near the fire, sweating absolute bullets, having walked around in heavy armor all day.
Is the eyeball still there?
Yes, your little friend is still there.
Did I ever catch his name?
Servo.
It has been mentioned multiple times in your presence, so
Good.
yes.
So, Server, you mentioned that the person I want to fight with doesn't get harmed by fire. How would you suggest I fight him then?
Well, that's the thing. I would suggest you don't. Alone, at least.
I'm not gonna fight him alone. I'm gonna have the entire army with me.
And even then, I'm not sure they would be enough.
So what would be enough? Because he needs to die.
Oh, you were serious?
She is basically, when she starts laughing, she's sending him the death stare. Of course I'm serious. He almost killed my son. He needs to die.
Fair. Fair. I will see what I can scour of information of him. to make sure you at least have a somewhat fair chance at him. Even if it means I need to pluck a few feathers with someone.
Avis will immediately look at Servo and squint.
Do you think there could be a way of detecting what is housing the stones and separate it from him?
You tell me you want me to separate the stones that are embedded in his very flesh.
Oh, he implanted it into himself. Yeah, that complicates matters.
Do you know what kind of powers that would give him? Those stones?
She looking. What kind of power does Oil have? She basically look at you like.
She gives Uka a very unentertained look and looks back at Servo. Those stones hold so much power.
They do, but he's not a spell casting type, so it would be minimal of what control and usage he would get out of it, but it still empowers him greatly. Neither the sun nor flame can touch him. And his very... You saw how big and, well, strong he was, if you don't remember.
I wasn't there for the second
Oh,
attack. I only
yeah, I
remember him as
remember.
the first time, where he was not that big.
He was still, like, kind of big.
Oh, sure, he was a big guy, but he still counted as a medium creature.
Yeah.
Let's
From
see.
physicality,
Just so I explain it to Avis correctly. How much did he grow since last time?
His physicality improved dramatically.
Wasn't
It's
he
like
around
twice
the
his
same
size,
size of me when I'm going giant?
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Yeah. He
Um,
comes as...
To explain it, you remember when I go big?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his size now.
His natural state.
Lovely. So he's resistant to fire?
Apparently.
Yes.
Possibly even
because he
immune.
took the sun crystals. Last two.
What about... How to explain radiant damage? What about
The powers of the sun?
the light that I
doesn't
conjure?
touch him.
At all?
No. Actually, he can even command the very light of itself if he truly wills it.
Oh no.
And I don't say that lightly.
Avis will look down at her hands, realizing that literally every single thing that she does is radiant damage. I will need to find a different way to hurt him then.
Well, there are things you can learn. More sinister way, if you will. So you can hurt him.
What kind?
But it will break every ethos and every rule and law and of every rules of magic itself put upon by the Celestial Court.
Oh, great, more rule bending.
And that's the only way?
You're talking about using where the stones gives him improved life and vitality. What's the opposite of that?
Death?
Yes. Death magic is something that is not looked upon in favorable. Or you could go a step further and use blood magic against him.
I will not
But
become
again,
a heretic.
oh, oh, your mother used to be a great dealer in that magic school before it was outlawed.
Yes, and I'm sure she didn't teach me those things for a good reason.
Are you sure about that? Remember those small little rituals she put you through with a mixing of bloods? What do you think those are?
She'll raise an eyebrow.
It's a minor usage of blood magic, but it is not something that is outlawed. Only the dangerous kind of it is. And besides, the divine courts have no say in this world for much anymore. They are too busy bickering and fighting each other as it is right now.
Didn't Spirus immediately get apprehended for using blood magic, though?
Yes,
Like-
but that's because he is watched closely by a select few who
And I'm
say...
not?
Actually, no. Thanks to
Really?
that little trick your mother gave to you, if you remember. He takes hold of your cloak and like whips it in the air.
Hmm.
That
You're
one
saying
I've
it
been
conceals her?
slightly, but not for me, or those who know how to circumvent something of that.
And
Of
I'm
course,
guessing
she would never be able to do any work for any deity going forward if she makes this choice, because the moment she does, they will know where you are and what you've done.
So question is,
then I will not.
the weapon, the big cleaver I made,
Yes.
would that be able to hurt?
Oh, yes, it would certainly hurt him.
Okay, then I just need to make more of that.
A good choice, but be careful. If you make too many of those, you might attract attention somewhere else, or what if they get stolen?
We do need to
Don't
make sure
worry,
that
I'm
they
just
are
gonna
only
make
headed to those
one
we
for
can
myself.
trust.
There's a reason why black bronze, even back in the day of the great empires, was only used scarcely.
You have to make sure that it is only wielded
Don't
by
worry,
those
I
we
will only
trust.
make one for myself, so I can break his face in half.
Well, your hammer should be able to hurt him. Somewhat.
But we also have to find a way to prevent him from making a quick getaway like he did last time.
Oh, I can make sure of that if you want.
And I could also ask the purple snake to bless it so it makes more damage to him.
See there. There you have a trump card in your sleeve.
Entropy?
Erla is life, power. But even that kneels in front of entropy.
I have learned some valuable knowledge that to create
Sometimes you need to
and
destroy.
make the world a better place, you need to destroy a little bit first to get there. Goes hand in hand. I learned that the hard.
Oh, yes, you did. I saw it, after all. But that means you need to garner favor with he who always hungers. Isn't that fun to think about? But get some rest. I will keep watch. If anything comes, I will alert you.
And watching is what you're best for.
It is literally
I
his
know.
name.
I know, it's my title. As you then settle in for the first night on the road,
I would like to do something at night.
oh,
During the night, I will at some point go into my trance, and I'd like to go to the dream realm, or what the remnants of it.
yes.
Let's see. Once there, I imagine Avis will appear in the throne room. She will take a short look at it, make sure that it's not breaking apart or anything. Just for a moment, stand there in silence and respect. And she will then turn away, move through the halls of the castle, or the ruins of it.
The few halls that are still left.
Are the Dreamweaver spiders still there, or have they?
No, they're all dead, brother.
As well?
Webs are very flammable.
As you walk around, you find. Are you looking for anything specific? Because then I'll ask you to roll me an investigation check, please.
I'm not necessarily looking around in specific in this area. I'm just moving forward because I have a destination in mind. But I will I will just like look around as I walk through to just kind of take in the destruction that's happened here.
Assess the damage, if you will.
Yeah. Should I still roll that investigation?
Instead of investigation, roll me a perception check.
Is it sight or hearing based?
Hearing. Or both, really. As you're walking
Advantage.
around looking.
Wow, actual dog shit rolls.
Remember, you earned an inspiration because of your awesome recap.
Indeed.
It doesn't help because he already has advantage.
Yeah, advantage is just inspiration is just advantage in this game, right? It's not a reroll.
No, it gives you an extra roll.
Okay. Well, fuck it. I have like 5 million of them. Sure, why not?
Not actually, but
I have the maximum. That's what matters. I will use one inspiration and reroll that. It's just a single roll, right?
Yeah, one d20, and then you can add modifiers to it.
That's the wrong one. That's better.
okay.
15.
It's still not that great, but
something.
You hear a knocking sound.
Knocking sound?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone's knocking on a wooden door?
More as if someone is knocking against something that is solid but gives off a whooshing noise every time they hit, because you hear like the clunk and then like a dispersion of energy that gives like this a whistling sound.
Okay. I'll try to follow the source of the sound.
You come to a room that once was furnished delightfully, but you can see everything except inside the ball of protection has been marred and burnt almost to charcoal and ash.
Can I see what's inside the ball, or is it opaque?
You can see someone is inside of it, knocking on the walls of it.
A person?
A person indeed.
I'll walk forwards. Do they notice me?
They see you and like squishes themselves towards the wall itself.
Does she still have her true sight?
Yeah. That still
Yeah.
works. She'll kind of squint and hold up the axe and shine light on the situation. Hey,
You see a woman inside.
who are
Someone you
you?
know.
Wait, what? Someone I know?
Who was it that was saved in the
Was it
dream?
um God, no, the name, it's escaping me. Not Magenta, it's the other daughter. Wait,
Well, I
no, she
take
was
it.
already free. Wait, what?
Magi.
No, it's not Maggie, because she was already free. She was fine. Because she was at the meeting with the
Oh my
other
god!
thingy.
Oh my god! It's my sister.
Bingo.
Oh, it is? Oh shit.
Ta-da.
Did you tell you didn't? Did you tell her that you saw her?
She knows. Yeah, Avis
Like-
knows.
Oh,
Avis
okay,
knows.
okay.
Oh, we're still alive. That's good.
You
You
see her trying to say something, but no words come through the bubble.
Oh, it's okay. I'll put my hand on the bubble.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about alive, but something.
Hmm. Can I try to Arcana check this this protective thing?
Sure.
Maybe see how I can deactivate it.
Maybe if that's even a good idea.
Sure. Just a normal roll.
It's just a normal roll to see if you can recognize both the spell work and how it actually
21.
functions. 21. This is akin to shield spell.
Interesting.
But it's kind of beefed up on an entire different level. And you recognize the magic that's powering it.
Okay.
Almost familiar. Too familiar.
Is it Uthmar? Like Uthmar's
Indeed.
remnants? Oh shit. Alright.
But since she's dead, how can she still power magic of this nature?
Is it being actively powered from somewhere, or is it like just running off the remaining magic it had when it was cast?
It's only one. Has your like checking the dome?
Mm-hmm.
You see, there's no magical inscription in the floor that would make it, something that has been cast with as a protective setup. This looks more like something in a heat of a moment cast that is still powered.
So it's still actively drawing power from another source.
Yes.
Can I deduce where that source is, or yeah, where it's coming from?
Potentially, if you have cast the right spell that lets you see such information.
If only I had that.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, detect magic.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It's not on my spell sheet. You said that any spell could be cast as a ritual, right? Technically.
Yes.
So could I perform the ritual of detect magic, even though I don't have it on my sheet?
You would not know how to cast it then, because there are still like things that would need to be done in the understanding of the spell, because you hadn't learned it
Mm-hmm.
for you to be able to cast it. If you had a scroll of identify magic, you would be able to, because then you would know the way how to do it.
Just a question: do she have the ability to drag people in there with her?
Yes, I can bring people
She
with me.
does.
Hint, hint, Deacon.
He's not with us. But
Yeah.
Eager in the past has known that spell.
She will, Avis will, like, hold up a hand to signify, like, wait a moment to Eager's sister. And she will awaken in the material plane.
Yeah.
And then she will look over at Eager, who I imagine is sleeping at this point.
He is.
Snoring his ass off.
She'll kind of like have a faint smile as she sees him just peacefully sleeping, and she will come over, rest Eager's head in her lap, and like put her hands around his head, and will take him with her to the dream realm, where
Actually,
suddenly Eager has a dream again.
for the first time in a long time, Eager, you awaken somewhere ruined, somewhere. There is like this immense sadness.
Not unfamiliar to Eager. Does it seem similar to the place where I was laying in a bed when I was last in a dream?
Yes, you awoke next, or you come to in a dream next with Avis as she holds you inside this foreign yet familiar room. Everything marred and burned either to charcoal and waste and ash, except for that singular bed and leaning up against one of the walls where part of the roof is still standing, supported by this bubble of light. And you see someone
Wait.
familiar inside banging on the wall, silently calling out.
Wait. Am I dreaming again?
You are. Welcome to the dream realm, or what's left of it. However, I can assure you that what's here is very much real.
He just looks around at the devastation and then sees the sphere.
Wait, what is that?
That's your sister.
What?
She's still alive. Or, well, she made it through the destruction.
He immediately rushes up to the orb and just places his hands and his face against it. Just
Sis? You in
She-
there?
She can't hear you, Eager. The sphere is blocking sound. And I brought you here to maybe if you could help her break out.
Well, do you know what it is that's keeping her encased?
I know it's some variation of the shield spell, and I know that it's still being powered from somewhere, but I can't really trace from where.
Hmm. Well, if it's similar to the shield spell, then the power and the source of the magic should be nearby. Hmm.
I
Okay,
have an idea.
this is where it's a bit of a technical question passed. Technically speaking, I have removed detect magic from my spell list, but I did cast it in the past.
You had chosen to forget the spell to learn a new one.
Mm-hmm.
That means retaining knowledge of said spell does not stick.
Right.
I
But
have.
as a frequent user of the shield spell, would I be able to analyze anything additionally about this spell?
Roll me an Arcana then.
Right.
Can I give him a advantage? Because I'm like discussing my findings with him and helping him.
Do you still have guidance as well?
I do have that as well.
Sure, I allow it.
Wazam.
Okay, so Arcana, situational bonus, 1d4. At advantage?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
helping you. Damn.
Ugh, still not that good. You know what? I'm gonna spend a luck point on this. So I'll re-roll the d20. And then that's much better. Okay, so yeah, it's weird,
And
isn't it?
plus the pluses, what that?
Okay, so that's +2 plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7, so a total of 24.
We can't hear you, Pat.
24. You know that this is a variation or a further evolution of the shield spell because you do recognize some of the pattern in the shield in the spell itself. Give me a second here because I'm trying to figure out how to word this as best as possible.
Take your time. Take your time. I'm gonna have a sippy.
Is this. Hold on, is this Resilient Sphere? This spell.
Bingo.
Hmm.
Also, I don't understand why you guys think it's out of character. Well, I do understand because he has horrible luck.
Yeah.
When it comes to just random fate rolls.
Yeah,
But when it comes to like normal, like he's able to bend his luck.
Well, it's more about like you have the lucky feet, but the worst shit always happens to you.
That's literally the only thing saving my ass, basically.
Because you would know that a normal shield spell would not be able to even hold up some
That's
of the
meant-
ceiling that is still like supported by the dome itself.
Yeah, the shield spell is meant for a split-second protection. This is sustain.
But where it's storing its power from, you do not know.
We should move her. If that ceiling is going to come down, if we somehow get this sphere off of her, then I don't think that would be good.
Best to try and find a way to remove her from the sphere whilst supporting the ceiling.
I have an idea where the magic might be coming from. Avis will make herself move her way out of the room and go back to the throne room, where she will observe Uthlar's staff.
It is innate. Though you see this like almost completed crystal sphere in one end, only one piece missing.
What? Is that supposed to be in the Moonstone? I haven't delivered the pieces yet.
Wait, no, it would be missing two pieces then. My bad.
It would be missing 3 pieces because I have 2, and there's one still in the snake trap.
It might be representative of the pieces that we have secured.
So I don't
There
see
is
any
only there is only one
wait.
piece missing out of our
No.
hand.
No, you have all the missing pieces.
I have 2, and then there is still one more in the
Yeah, you've
hands
said
of the.
that there's one in the serpent tribe.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Didn't you remember that I retconned that?
You did?
Nope.
Wait,
So
I
he
have all the
only has-
pieces?
So wait, he only has a sunstone shard then?
He has two.
Yeah, you haven't
2 suns?
mentioned
Wait.
that the
Huh?
moonstone
I have. Wait,
isn't
I
there.
have all the pieces.
I am so confused right now.
We all are.
I-
Because
I-
Pass has just dropped something on us that we didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought I had a talk about it when I did say specifically that one of the stones did not show up on the map anymore.
I don't remember
I thought that
this
was the
happening, but it could have
Twilight.
happened.
I thought that was the Twilight Skystone because there's only 2 shards and
I mean,
I have the second.
no one remembers, so I'm guessing it didn't happen.
He told that he retconned it because it would be too overpowered if he had more than one kind of stone.
Oh, because it would probably
Okay,
give him
so
so many power ups that it would be impossible to.
Huh. Okay. Well, hold
no,
on. Pass.
Because no. Because someone stole one of the stones. Who delivered a stone to you guys?
Oh.
Okay.
Birdie Bird?
Right.
Bird merchant.
Well,
Fucking. What was
Yes.
his name?
Julio?
Padre.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
Julio.
right. Well, you didn't
Who-
mention. You just said that he gave us one. You didn't say where it came from.
I thought he said it came from Tenny, because that was the thing that he's like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, but who did Tenny get it from?
I don't know. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah,
Fair
it
enough.
came from the Watcher.
Who I guess got it
That's
from.
what we knew.
Okay.
He didn't say where he got it from.
So it was a
You
whole
just said that he had it.
Holy
It
shit.
was
Okay.
an
Oh my
indirect
God.
delivery. Whatever.
Okay. So pass. Just to confirm, does this mean that I currently have the last 2 shards?
Yes.
Okay.
Or your
Three.
real
You're
body.
basically going to save your mother right now. That's the
Okay.
quest
Well,
we
that
are.
that really would have had a big impact on the behavior of Avis in the previous few sessions. It was so good to know now, I guess.
My bad if I did not were
It was a
not doing
miscommunication. It happens.
It's fine. It's okay.
did a fine enough explanation of it.
Now that
Okay,
we know,
no,
we
it's
can
okay.
act accordingly.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Avis will take a close look at the staff, but it does not seem to be exhibiting any kind of magic right now, right?
No,
It's inert.
it's
Hmm.
inert.
I'll look over at her crown, which rests on the seat of the throne.
It still have like a magical gleam to it, but it doesn't seem to, pulsate with power or anything.
Hmm. So,
But you sense something in the air as you're in the throne room.
okay. What do I sense?
Something in the wind. Something.
In the wind.
It draws you near where the balcony and the moon windows are.
I'll go towards the balcony and hope that it doesn't collapse while I stand on it.
But half the balcony is gone. But as you roll me a perception check, advantage.
Gotcha. Man.
13. That's more than enough. As you walk toward it, and you take in the scene as you walk towards this ruined balcony, that you can see from the throne room out into nothing,
Mm-hmm.
except for the 3 moons you see through the windows. One of them seems to have regained its color.
Her eyes will go wide. Which one of the moons is it?
The white one.
So, Uth.
Mm-hmm.
She'll stare at it for a moment and then she'll, for a moment, unconsciously reach towards it, but then focus a little bit more on the problem at hand. And we'll try to see if she can sense magic coming from the moon itself.
You feel it from this non-existent air or wind, that is. Almost as if something powerful is searching through. As you refine your senses to the magical weave that surrounds everything and is everything. You feel it search through you, around you, towards that room.
She'll look back towards the hallway where the magic is flowing towards, then back to the moon. And with a tear in her eye, she'll smile. And she'll then make her way back to Eager. Towards the room.
As you start walking back these ruined hallways, you start hearing this faint whisper.
Can I understand what it's saying?
An echo. You would almost you would seem to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I die, I will protect and keep my promise. You hear this faint whisper like a bask by you.
Avis can't suppress a warm smile as she hears Uthlar's voice again. And she'll enter the room with Igor and his sister.
He's just sitting there next to the sphere, trying to non-verbally connect with his sister.
I think I know how we solve this.
What's that?
Igor, Mother's moon is shining again. If we bring these 2 final shards to the shrine, she might come back, and then she'll be able to free her and fix everything in this dream realm.
What do you mean her moon is shining again?
It's glowing again. It's supplying the magic for that spell.
How is it doing that? It's
Igor, do you look in the direction where the moons are hanging in the sky?
Sure.
They are burnt husk of what the brilliance they used to have.
they look just as dull and dead as they looked last time.
No. Look at Uth.
I am looking, Moonbloom. I do not see what you're seeing.
I look towards the moons myself.
Every other moon but Oof is like dull, not really, giving off the esteem light they used to. But for you, it's starting to have like it's still like looks like burnt, but it's like starting to have this like faint glow to it.
Mm-hmm. She'll look up towards the moons. I guess you don't have a connection to it, but I can see it.
I want to believe you. I do. It's just I do not see it.
I do. That's what matters.
Because who is it here who has true sight in moonlight?
So
and I'm
why
telling
is
you,
it that it's still supplying the magic to this?
well, gods don't entirely die when they're just plain up killed. They're still around in some capacity. It just takes a while for them to reform.
I've been made aware.
I guess her subconscious was just so strong in wanting to protect her that it kept doing it even when she wasn't together.
Well, she did promise me she would keep her consciousness alive until I could restore her body.
And she kept that promise.
Well,
But
all that's left now then is to return the stones. But we gotta be
yes,
careful. Servo did warn us. We need to do this carefully.
I know how to do it. It's going to work. It'll have to.
I hope it will.
So, I'm sorry, but I don't think we can get her out right now.
I know. But I know that as long as she's in the state she is in right now, she is technically unharmed.
She is safe.
Even if she's imprisoned in a way. But she knows that she knows that I still think of her and try and find a way to bring her back. There's just so much has been going on. And I honestly don't know where to start with making her a new body.
Avis will crouch down next to the sphere and kind of like wave at Eager's sister to get her attention.
She like moves closer to you, looking at you, holding up a hand.
Avis
Towards-
will she will put the two moonstones in her hand, and she will like point at each of them.
I think what Pass said last time is that.
Oh, wait, sorry, that was still on. I think what Pass said last time is that the stones are the one thing that we cannot take into the dream realm.
That's correct. You can't take the stones with you into the dream because they are
Can I conjure like an illusion of them?
you can
Or a
do
visage
that.
of them? Okay, then I'll do that instead, and I will just kind of show them to her, and then I will grab a piece of rubble, which I will put down, and I will then put these images of the stone on the rubble, and then I will point towards the sphere, and I'll make like a popping motion with my hands, and I'll point at her and give a thumbs up.
She like looks at you for a moment, looks at what you did, looks at the small gathering of small stones you just made, and just be like, scratch her head for a moment, think about it, think she might get, understanding for it, and like it nods. It's
Kind of
what you.
like a confused head tilt.
Yeah. I'll just and then after she seems to understand what I'm talking about, at least somewhat. I will give her like a stay put motion, as in like she'll have to wait a bit. And then I will just look towards Eager. Well, we know what to do.
I know.
Hope you're ready to move early.
Well, we could spend some more time here whilst our bodies rest, can't we? I haven't seen this place since the collapse began.
I suppose.
Looks like there really isn't much left of it.
No, there isn't. She'll say with like a bitter face.
And I suppose all the Dreamweaver spiders are dead.
Webs burn easily.
doesn't necessarily mean they can't hide.
I don't think they had the time to. Believe me, I've wandered these halls many times since, and I have not seen a single sign of life except for her right now.
I suppose you're right.
Actually, you hear the flapping of a set of wings.
Avis immediately readies her axe. She has a bad experience with birds.
And you see on a column above you sits a little bird.
I'll immediately stand up, point the head of my axe towards the bird. Identify yourself.
What does the bird look like?
A hawk in with faded colored feathers.
Wait, Avis. I don't think that's who you're worried it is.
She'll slightly lower the axe.
Welcome home, princess.
Thank you. Who are you?
I am Sadie.
Could you
Mostly with chat, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Objection. CD is in the in-between with Tenny.
Looks at
Did
Void,
you
looks at
forget?
Tavis.
No, I know he would be in the in-between, but he's also a being that can travel between planar existence. Void.
The GM.
I'll look towards CD. You survived this?
I wasn't here when it happened.
Where were you?
Protecting one of the other children of Fla.
Which one?
You know who. She
Tenny?
broke her. That's the one.
The traitor?
Not much of a traitor, more of a child that didn't understand what it is that her mother wanted. And wanted to work her own path.
I see.
So, more like a deserter?
What is it that
Yes.
you are doing here now?
We got scattered when we were traveling. And I didn't know it was this bad. I thought I could bring her home, that it would solve some of it, but this is no home.
If you're in charge of protecting Tenny, then shouldn't you be with her right now?
He is here.
Where?
As if I'm going to tell you in case you wanted to kill her.
She'll look unentertained. Why does everyone think I want to kill everyone?
Because you've shown that motive very often.
I only kill people who hurt my family.
I do remember you talking very, very unfavorably about Timmy last time you brought her up.
Well, from what I heard, she was a traitor. Which I now realize was an uninformed, well, statement.
Well,
anyways, you're here. You decided to talk to me. Surely you have a reason for that.
I just heard other people here and I wanted to check it out. But seeing that it's just you two here, I can understand there's nothing left here, is there?
Nothing else, no.
May
Just
not
the
be for
remnants
long,
of a once
though.
great home. Everything else is dead.
May not be that way for long, though.
She'll point towards Uth. I don't know if you can see it, but she's starting to shine again.
You see him turning his head, staring up towards the night sky. Yes, I can see a faint glow coming back to it.
And I also have the final 2 moonstones. Shards.
What?
I'm on my way to the boneyard where the shrine is with the rest of the moonstone, and I'm going
Then
to...
why are you here? Why aren't you hurrying up?
I'm very sorry, but I am still mortal. I need rest. I can't go just sprinting for days without resting.
I have just spent what feels like a century or two finding my way back here.
Not to downplay your efforts, but you're a spiritual being.
I am just
I'm
as
not.
mortal as you are. And I'm the last of my kind.
Whatever it is, I am getting there as fast as I can, okay? I just
Fine.
need to rest so I can keep doing that.
Fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout like that. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Do
I
not-
understand
do
your
not
feelings.
worry. All those who are in distress about the current situation are valid. But have hope. Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
Will you come with us?
I cannot. I need
understand.
to stay with Tenny.
That is your duty.
And he gives a small bow before flying off in between the ruined halls and rooms till he disappears from sight.
Wouldn't you want him to tell her, well, Tenny, that she can come and speak to you when she feels comfortable too?
If Tenny wants to talk to me, that should be her decision.
All right. Well, all you have to do now is await the next morning, I guess.
And I suppose we will spend the rest of our remaining rest keeping Eager's sister company in the dream realm till the morning comes.
Till you awaken next morning by a searing pain as if someone is slapping you awake.
I open my eyes, but before Avis even opens her eyes, she just immediately says, "Servo, what the fuck?"
Quiet.
I'll look. What?
We are not alone.
I immediately conjure my axe and look around.
I guess Uka is already in her gear.
Yeah, you were the first one to get awoken because you needed help getting in your gear and all that. Also, didn't we update your token?
Doesn't
Nope,
seem
we
like it's
forgot.
stuck.
Damn it,
Might
I'll
that's-
do that later.
Let's see, I am not wearing my armor right now, so I take that off. Seeing how fucking Servo gave that warning, Avis will immediately grab her shield as well. And stand.
Several walks or floats over to Eager and like muffles him and then like gives him a good whack to wake him up. Quiet. Get your shit. We're getting out of here.
What time of night is it past?
Is it like early
It's
morning?
just before first light.
Okay.
Mm.
Like you can start like in the really far out horizon, see a little bit of light is starting to turn the night sky from dark blue to a more light blue and purple.
Server, what is going on? Why do we need to be quiet?
We're not alone. Now be quiet and follow me if you want to live.
Do they need to do stealth rolls?
Yes, please.
Oh boy, here come a whole bunch of disadvantage rolls because we're all in heavy armor.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not. I'm not.
I am still rolling with disadvantage because I have trained with this for a week.
Stealth
I
is always
should-
a disadvantage because you're not going to be very stealthy in a like metal plate armor that's wrinkling and rankling all around when you move.
I was gonna say you've trained in it once.
You
had
have
one fight.
You had one fight and accumulating to 1 point in training. What was it I told you? If you guys want to train skills or proficiencies in something, it takes 10
takes a long time.
weeks
Yeah.
Okay.
minus your intelligence modifier.
It's the real question is if I've managed to complete my armor training with that last bit of training the previous day, because I have been wearing it for quite a long while.
It you still would need to
Shit.
have just wearing it like just accustoms you to wearing it, and you need the training exercises for it to actually accumulate because you need to learn how to move in it and all that. Not just walking around in it, also like doing things in it.
Oh god, I
Right.
rolled on that one.
So do I?
Oh no.
So do I still roll a disadvantage or?
If you're getting in your armor, you will be rolling with disadvantage. Yes.
Well, hold on. Would we even have time to put on our armor? That takes like 10 minutes. I think we
That
would
is
move
right.
before that.
You are none of you is actually in your armor.
Okay, in that case, I have a
So
17.
are we
Or
getting
16.
Hang on.
Then Ukas would have been a 10.
Okay.
You would have been a 7,
No, 16.
16.
Nice.
Oh, I'm fine.
And a 21. Eager disappears, like both sound-wise and out of sight as he like blends in with the grass.
I didn't know he had invisibility.
Oh, no. He's just very good at being unseen as he falls in with the territory around him.
That's an in-character remark that Avis has inside of her head.
Huh? Sorry, can you repeat it again?
I didn't know he had invisibility. You know, this spell.
Ah, okay.
So
Pass,
just to be sure, are we just carrying the arm?
Yeah, we're
well,
just carrying
your
it.
camp is still all set up, so
Oh, they hadn't. They didn't put up a tent.
We grab our shit
Okay.
and we move out quietly.
okay.
And the question is whether pass is counting on a group stealth check instead of individual stealth checks.
Oh, it is. Let's see. That would be 10.
I think average of 16.
21. Give me a second here. I need to do some math.
10 plus 16 plus 21 divided by 3 equals 15.6. And D&D we round down, so it's 15.
Yeah. 15. And I'm going to be fair, so give me a second here.
Implying
Does Servo
you've been
also roll?
unfair before?
Why would he need to roll? He's quite literally a floating head.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean he's completely undetectable.
Fair enough.
Right?
Remember, he can make him fully. He can make himself fully disappear.
We don't know if that is him leaving or him going invisible. He never explained it. Also, we need to follow him. How are we gonna do that if he's invisible?
Good point.
Good point, actually. Rolling for server right now.
Ooh.
That would be 11. Ooh.
That brings it
Dragging
down.
down the number even further.
See what that means. So 10 plus 16 plus 21 plus 11 divided by 4 equals 14.5, so 14.
It did not transfer well, did it? No, it did not. Frick. I hate when that happens that a character sheet gets resetted.
Oh. Was it actually... Was that a perception check?
Fuck.
Because it is, it would be fucked.
As you slide away, suddenly you hear a voice calling out. Boss! There they are!
Shit.
By chance, do we recognize the voice?
Mm-mm.
Can I try to look in the direction where that came from? Oh, it's those fuckers. That fucking smile.
Yes. And apparently something is broken here. Give me a second. I need to double check something.
Hmm.
Is it in purpose that the place is so fucking dark?
It's because it's very, very early morning. It's there. It's essentially a mildew effect.
So, is this, should we be rolling initiative? Going to a battle map? Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, sure you are. Also, question pass. Did we get our full rest in?
Yes, you would have gotten a full night's rest.
Okay, good.
I can see a lot. Frank. Um. I guess you guys are just running as you see someone pointing your direction.
How far away from us are they?
You managed to sneak quite a ways away, so they would be over almost 100 feet away from you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I guess running is the best option.
Yeah, we just got a bolt.
Discretion.
Shit. I can only cast wings. I can only cast wings of shadow on 2 people. Servo,
Unless
do you
you
have?
want to upcast it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm
Wait,
casting.
you can't do that, can you?
I can. We all can.
All spellcasters can upcast.
Oh, right. Like
But-
overcast, you mean? Overcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
overcast. I will. Let's see. I'll overcast. Wings of Shadow, which is fly. At 5th, in an attempt to put fly on me, Uka, and Eager.
There were
Roger
more
that.
people with us, I believe.
No.
No, it's just us
Oh,
and Servo.
Just
And
us?
Servo can manage himself.
He just like, well, see ya guys. And like
Pops out
disappears
of
in.
existence.
Yep.
All right.
So,
I am attempting to set up a battle map.
what happens?
Ooh.
The question
Go
is
on,
it
Gian.
going to be needed?
Wait,
We
are you setting
will
up a battle
be-
map?
Hold on. Are we fighting or are we running? Because that definitely changes whether or not I do this.
Well, if you are choosing to run, we don't need to go into a battle.
How many
that's
how many
the thing.
people do we see?
You see pretty big war party, you would assume. With at least, from a quick calculation, over 50 people.
5th? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
geez.
time
Yeah,
to run.
we're running. We're running.
My god, it's just past trying to get us to not have a combat. God damn it.
Combat junkie instincts.
God damn it, I don't want to ball, but come on, man.
You can find another time.
Damn it. Well, in that case, I will go through with the plan of Wings of Shadow 5th level overcast.
Uh-huh. How much over your current spell level is that?
1. My max is 4. I just need 1 more level to be able to cast up 3 people.
Okay, let's see here. Do you
So
take
relatively
any?
low risk.
How
and some
much
spell
spell
burn.
damage you take?
My god.
Take one true point of true damage. Has you overload your circuitry a little bit.
Is it after or before I cast Wings of Shadow?
It's after. It's afterwards, but it comes as you're casting the spell, basically.
Oh, so it's basically at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Stop. I don't want to do this. Okay.
No, you don't want to do this.
All right. And I guess we just zoom off with our 60-foot flight speed.
Yeah, you basically just
Are you
say.
able to use that fly speed to sprint?
Yes, it becomes
Yes.
you gain a fly speed of 60 feet. If you dash,
Okay,
you double all your speeds.
Okay, so yeah, we can mad dash out of there.
Oh yeah, 120 feet a turn. Let's go.
They will still try and shoot at you guys.
Oh
Give
right, I
me
need
a-
to reduce my AC for this.
Give me a second here. Apparently, it reset all my goddamn custom.
Well, I mean, we're following along the mountainside, and we know on which side the mountain needs to be, so it's relatively in the right direction.
Well, we know exactly where we're going. That's
Yeah,
not the
but
issue.
We've traveled this path before.
You have, yes, but they are still going to take a few shots at you before you're getting out of range for them to do that.
I forgot what my AC is without my armor.
Usually your AC without your armor is your Dex plus 10.
Also, aren't we? We're like outside bow range right now, right? Like 100 feet away. So they would have disadvantage.
Short bows have 150 long range.
And I also have the feather, so that's
Short
plus an
bow has the
extra.
320 feet disadvantage range. I'm sitting with the weapon.
I'm not saying it's out of range. I'm just saying it's disadvantage range.
Yeah, it is disadvantage. Correct.
Yeah. So my current AC would be.
You would have a +3 to that, so that would be.
No, that doesn't seem right.
It was 10 plus.
Oh Jesus!
Holy shit!
One natural 20.
One of them crits you. One bow snaps in his head and damage himself.
Oh, the crit is negated by the disadvantage.
That is true.
It's a 15 just.
Yeah, +3, so that would be a 18.
Was he shooting at?
Okay.
Who they shooting
so
at?
yeah, that would still hit any of us, I believe.
Yeah.
The 11 might still. I believe that do you both have a decent amount of dex, yeah?
I have +2. It'll hit me
Yeah,
because my AC currently is 15.
2 misses, the 1 misses, the 3 misses, and the 11 misses.
Oh my god, how big dex do you
Oh
actually?
wait, the 11. No,
I have a +2, but I am also wielding a shield right now.
Oh, so is that a concentration spell?
Oh yeah, I have that
Yes, it is. That's why I'm asking who they're hitting.
Are you remember to calculate the feather you both have?
Yes, that's why it's 15.
Calculating that in. That's why we
So
have.
everybody is on 15.
Uka, Eager gets hit because they were falling a little bit behind you, so they're the ones who are getting pepped.
So
yes, protect me.
You said my character name 2 times, so I get hit 2 times?
Yes. Or attempt to hit. Eager, does a 19 hurt you?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Okay. Does a 18?
Even with my armor on, that would hit me.
Yeah. Uka, a 18, I believe that does hurt you, so I'm
gonna... yeah, all below 15. All over 15 with. Because without armor, I have 15.
You take 8 as the first arrow strikes you. The second one does not. And you take 4.
Okay.
Honey, look here. you have your token, right? You click on that one. Then you click on the number here. Wait, I need to do it because I need to activate. And then you say apply damage. Right click on the roll.
Just
which is 8.
unfortunately, because you rolled them in succession, you can only apply both of them at once. Okay, good. Are they able to get off another shot before we get out of range?
We move at 120 per turn.
And you were around 120. So yes, they will be able to try and see if they can get a shot off at you.
Could you maybe roll them separate? Because I was so confused with the rolls before.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Avis. You can just literally just just grab your shield and you're good.
I already have the shield equipped because I figured that we're walking for a while. I would have time to equip a shield.
Yeah. So you're actually at 15.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want me to roll them? Okay.
I would say it might be more useful to call out who you're aiming for and then roll.
Oh, they are firing in bulk, so it's by chance who they hit because I rolled that separately afterwards.
Right.
But she wanted me to roll separately, so that would be a 17? 15?
15.
Yeah, 15.
So 15 would hit.
That's a 10.
8.
That nothing hits.
Uh, 7 would not hit. 5 would definitely not hit.
Oh, this is going great.
6 does not hit.
Watch him roll double nat 20 now.
Stop calling it out.
They
A 10 does not hit.
only have a +3? Really?
Yeah.
Damn, they suck.
And an 8 does not hit.
Oh, that's the last roll. Let's see.
So that's 1 hit.
Hold on. Do they just
One
have
hit.
0 dex? Or not
No,
proficient?
they has a +3.
Are they not
dex.
proficient in their books?
No, they are pure they are using melee build. They just adopted the bow recently. They're not, proficient in using it.
Oh, nice.
They're basically savages. Remember, they don't do ranged.
Gotcha. It's too far for javelins.
Who is it?
So.
Who is this one? Who is the hit aimed at?
4. That would be a reroll. Give me a sec.
Moves 3.
Eager.
Okay, I will shield it.
Second time around, you shield as this arrow just you have a feeling it would have gone straight through your back when you feel the ping of it bounce off. And you're then out of range of them keep firing. Even though they try to keep up on foot, they just can't.
Once we're flying and we see them kind of fade in the distance, I'll yell out, "Watcher! Tell the tribe! Tell the tribe the war party is coming!"
Already on it, don't worry about it. He says as his tentacles are quite literally flapping in the wind for him, trying to keep up.
Yeah. Good.
Where are we at the map right now? Because I guess we're moving towards the place where we're going.
I can keep this up for. I can keep the spell up for an hour. Wait, is it an hour? I think it's an hour.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, it's 10
full
minutes. 10
hour.
minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay.
10
Still,
minutes?
that's enough to put a decent amount of
that's
space in between us.
That's a decent
You
amount of
can put
distance.
several kilometers between you and your the one you're fleeing from.
Yeah. And as long
Yeah.
as
That's
we
pretty
and,
decent, to be
and
honest.
as long as we,
Yeah,
and as
so
long
we'll
as we
make
fly
a-
low, it's hard for them to track us.
Yeah, we'll make the maximum use out of the spell before we land.
Uh-huh.
And then
Just gotta
I guess
time
we.
it right.
So where are we at right now? Because token need to be moved.
I think you
Just
just did.
moved you 1 square, quite literally.
Yes.
Ah.
He moved us.
Actually, no, wait, you would actually have been able to move enough to be put somewhere over here.
Good.
A little bit further.
Whole bunch of progress.
All right.
Oh,
And then as soon as
that may be a half a day.
And then as
In
soon
10
as
minutes.
we land, we just Eager just shows.
Okay, okay. It should be far enough. Let's keep going as fast as we can.
Is anyone hurt?
A little, but I can manage.
Let
You
me take a
see,
look.
he still have like this arrow going through his thigh.
That's
Just
not.
scratch.
God damn it, Eager. I'll.
Just breaks off the shaft so you can pull it out.
Just curious. Where is the arrow? When Uka just a scratch.
I'll heal them both.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna roll here for you to see where it's at. Let's see. That would be head, arms, torso, legs. That would be. So I would need to roll a d6.
And this one is for Uka.
You see her having an arrow going through her arm.
So I'll remove the arrow and then cast Cure Wounds on her.
Where's the other one go? Because I got hit two times.
Oh, the other one bounced off. It hit your shield.
Ah. Okay, she just took it as a scratch. That one going directly to.
You know, it's good to have pain tolerance, but it's not good to downplay injuries.
I had tried so much worse.
That's not a good thing.
Says Avis.
Yes, I've been newly reformed into a healer, haven't you noticed?
Ah.
But it's nice to actually see you be able to heal.
Yes, it
It actually helped a little.
took a while of practice. Anyway,
how can I
better
get
not get hurt again.
how can I get the healing on me, Pat?
Yeah, for some reason we can't just apply healing on those.
Give me a moment.
I can.
Oh,
It's
do you
because
have to target us?
Wait, should I be? I don't know.
I think it.
Usually it
it's a
helps
case of
if,
you have to target
Hold on,
us.
hold on.
and
Let me try this. Let me try this.
If you target someone,
Cure
you can
wounds.
use a spell that is targeted to heal them with. That's why I use the targeting system if possible.
Healing. Does this work?
It does. You just need to click on the apply button.
Right.
If there is any. Is there any?
Yeah, you pop it out. You pop out the instructions and you say apply healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. Okay,
Okay,
good. Before we are continuing, though, I would suggest we take a small break here because we are at a halftime mark.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Sure.
That was certainly an eventful morning.
Yes.
So give us a few minutes here, the viewers, as we will just take a half break here on at maximum 10 minutes, where we will just like really quickly give people effort to get something more to drink, go to the bathroom, and whatnot else that needs to be done. So we'll be right back.
I am so fucking happy you guys decided to run and not immediately try and fight anything. So proud.
I learned that lesson harshly from the last time we went up against the war.
I'm so glad to hear you learned a lesson.
Well, I got punished for it, so of course I learned.
Very severely, I assume.
It's
We
mostly
are
that
only
they have
3 fucking players.
50 people, and we are not proficient in our armor, so that's
Yeah,
bad.
nah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Nim, they're out of commission. We have a dragon that might be willing to help out. Maybe.
Dragon.
A dragon.
I mean,
Well,
you have an entire tribe
let's
worth
not
of
forget you
warriors.
guys are
Oh yeah, no, I have
practically-
an entire tribe worth of warriors. I have plenty of
Yeah,
plenty of
there
stuff.
are warriors at the bottom, and the rest of the tribe is fortified. So
And I'll be 100% honest with you. I might bring this up as an option. That if Thultan wants, maybe he could show me what his men are actually capable of.
Oh yeah, we have so much defensive power right there.
we are currently, you guys are currently in a very good defensive position.
And I'd love to see Spark throw things.
Oh please, please!
this Iron Titan walking up and yeah, you still think you have a chance
You
now?
just grabs one of the little ones by the leg and just use him as a sweep, as a rake.
I'm pretty sure all he has to do is just flop over them, and then he just smushes them all.
Oh, she's just gonna belly flop
Man,
around the back.
belly
Fucking
flops.
He's gonna fucking stomp on him.
He's not I guess he is that big for the small ones, but there's bound to be bigger ones among them.
He can fucking 1v1 him. He's crazy like that.
Fuck it, no, Spark's not gonna 1v1.
Also,
Are you fucking
iron
crazy?
golems are
He just picks up one of the big guys and body slams him onto a bunch of the small ones.
The
iron
fucking
golems are crazy strong, brother.
Yeah.
It's like you just send out the golem and poison tooth, and they just
I
They
would
go at
team.
it like Gimli and Legolas.
I
just
would never
keeping score.
I would never leave Spark alone in combat for the early stages. This would be his first actual fight. I want to be there with Spark to watch Baby's first kill.
well, okay.
Proud parent.
You sit on his shoulder, and I'll sit on Poison Fang.
Oh hell yeah!
Poison Tooth.
I would say I'd offer fire
Fucking
support, but then
kaiju
I'd burn the whole place to the ground by accident.
I don't think that would be needed.
That's why I said I'm not gonna offer fire support.
I mean, it would be
Else we
kind of
can
cool
ask
for you to
servers
sit
to
on.
find
It would
a
be kind
big
of cool
hammer
for you to
for
sit on Spark's hand
big-
and he just holds you out and you act like a flamethrower.
That would be terrifying, but unfortunately, the land that they're currently in, or that you guys are currently in, is a lot of savanna, I believe.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
This is
I'm
a lot
just
of
saying-
dry
Yeah,
grass.
I would like to point out that all the grass has already burned. It's an ash field they're running through.
Oh my
mostly.
god, I have the best idea.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
that's right. This
It still has
whole
to be
area has been burnt. Yeah.
Like there is still grass like growing up, but it's not the long
It's not
dry
much.
ones you see on a usual savanna because of the wildfire incident.
Yeah.
I see.
Remember when we came back before and the whole place was on fire?
It is true.
Oh.
So what you're
right.
saying is I'm free to do as I please.
Flame
Flame on.
let's still not go overboard.
Well, I'm not gonna go overboard. What do you take me for? A monster?
A guy who at the end of every episode tries to blow himself up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I heard the magic words. Rip
And
and
tear.
tear.
Dog, I'm
You
gonna
know-
have more than enough fun.
I may
I feel
be
like-
injured, but I am itching for war.
Is this a targeted attack on me? Like wrinkling the
We
fucking
just get a
wrinkling the shiny keys of war right in front of me and
Yes.
not letting me participate?
Yes.
Really should
Jiggle, jiggle,
have
jiggle, jiggle.
left. We
God
could
damn
have
it.
had so much fun.
But no,
Surely
you're not
become
there
more
anymore.
sisters,
God.
but no, you gotta
Yeah.
go run the fuck off.
Yeah, no, Avis's current priority is returning the stones at all costs, so.
Plus,
Well,
she's
trust me,
not
it's mine
like
too.
she likes
I
fighting, but she's
just
not
would have
stupid.
preferred
Like she knows she
that.
can't win
I don't
against her.
Basically-
know. The stupidity is right there. You could have had Rioth and a bunch of flight mounts literally fly us the fuck over there, and we would have been sooner rather than later. But no, we had to be impatient children, didn't we?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's funny how your impatience is actually going to take longer.
But not by much. Like a day. That's still a long time, though.
We just
Well,
made up
we
time
got
with my
there in a
wings.
day with me.
You endangered the mission because you were
Yeah, and then she
impatient.
cast fly on us, and then we get closer a
Yeah.
lot.
You know what what I don't understand is how I managed, how I, alone, with the help of a couple spells and Spears' familiar, managed to make it from the tree to the boneyard within a couple hours.
You're welcome.
You had haste and a whole bunch of shit on you.
You had
You were hopped up
legitimately
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you had like the most ridiculous amount of speed boosting opportunities.
No, that was only on the way back. On the way there, I didn't have that.
Then that shouldn't have gone through unless.
If I've learned anything from this map, is that distance is not the same anytime we go here.
It's very inconsistent.
Fuck.
Universally, it's a small problem.
Yeah. Yet
Because
another problem.
Either like the map is not to scale,
See,
or like the map is just actively changing as we speak.
what my problem is they managed to slip somewhere between these areas into this territory with a whole war party.
Well, we don't know. We don't know that they didn't get spotted. We haven't received any messengers.
Ooh,
And it was over the period of night.
They're spotted now, and they're officially. And let me just read the manuscript real quick. They're dead men walking.
Oh, I know they're dead. It's just it's not that surprising that they managed to sneak in over the cloak of night.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that on the map. There is a large like body of water. Like they could have come across anywhere. So it doesn't mean that they've come across like with the turtle tribe.
See, I'm aware of that bit because now that I look at the map more thoroughly.
There's two places. There's two places on the river where you can cross easily. That doesn't mean you can't.
That we
cross
know of.
anywhere. Yeah. That doesn't mean you can't cross anywhere.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we followed like the entirety of this to get to the turtle tribe.
Not the entirety. We were a fair bit up because we were just going along the water.
Well, that was.
And we weren't looking.
We weren't
but
paying
we weren't
attention.
looking.
Yeah, we weren't paying
Exactly,
attention,
yeah.
but we were definitely following up this path to reach Turtle Tribe because that's technically like the closest way to get to there.
Yeah, that's true.
So this means that
Oh, yeah,
the war party is half a day away from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives us a half a day
But now they're
to
following-
deal with them.
Now they're following you to the shrine. So
Well,
that's
no,
that's
Paz said they gave up.
Yeah, they one, they can't keep up with us, and two, they can't see where we went.
That's true. They can't keep up with you, but they would be going in that general direction.
Would they? We're just 3 people.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to the outpost that they are probably aware
Again,
is over to the left.
There are 50 of them, so maybe it will split. It's not like a 5-man group.
I have a weird question.
I mean, a 5-man group we can handle.
But that's it's not. It wasn't a 5-man group there. It was a 50-man group, so it could be 25 each.
I have a weird
10.
Why the
question.
hell would they need 25 of them to handle 3 of us?
I'm just saying.
Overwhelming numbers.
25 is actually
considering they're most likely heading towards what they knew was a settlement. They most likely not gonna split their forces in half for 3 individuals.
And even if they did somehow, I think 25 is already a lot more manageable because we have AoE on our side, and they're just smack.
You don't know if they have big guys.
So,
well, yeah, but still, we can fly above them and just AoE them to shit.
And I break my hammer.
Does anybody...
We've already learned that their bowmanship is not very good.
By any chance, does anybody have the invisibility spell?
I used to have it, but no longer.
Damn. I had
best I got is darkness.
I had a stupid idea revolving around the lines of making a dragon invisible.
Yeah. I mean, surely someone in the tribe has it.
I mean, it's either that or making both the Iron Giant and the fucking dragon invisible.
They just hear like large stomping noises, but they can't tell where it's coming from.
That requires greater invisibility.
No, greater invisibility is actually only 1 minute, but allows you to stay invisible throughout the entire time you're fighting something. Invisibility is all we need. We just need to jump them. And that lasts an hour.
You want the jump on them,
Oh,
right?
easily, yeah.
That's kind of a waste of the invisibility spell.
Not
I was gonna
entirely.
say if you're gonna put invisibility on something, put it on the dragon.
Well, that's why I
not
said the dragon
that's
first.
gonna make giant thumping noises. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Good. Yeah. Even if they are following us, at the boneyard there's guards, which would be a help in defending.
I mean, there's skeleton guards, but
well, yeah, but they're
Guys,
proficient fighters.
pass it, be
pass
back.
us back.
Pass it back.
Go.
Anyway, we may continue making our way towards the boneyard, and keep an eye on if they're following us.
Yeah.
They go to the boneyard. Servo goes to us.
I think a servo goes to you.
That's what I said. Servo goes to us.
well,
Yes.
he didn't clarify how he was informing you guys. So let's see what he does.
Quick question to the group. Are we taking a short break when we getting on the ground again and putting armor on, or?
Yeah, we probably should.
Probably.
You see Servo disappears in again. As he said that he was going to
Poof.
wanted him to deliver the message about a war party on the loose in the territory. But we'll handle that afterwards. You guys decide to press on.
Yes.
As after you have rearranged your equipment and added on your armor.
Mm-hmm. And we want to keep an eye on the horizon behind us, just to make sure that they're not following us. But yeah, we keep moving.
While we're walking, I will check if there's any tracks behind us.
You are leaving tracks. You don't have.
We're wearing heavy armor, yeah.
So you don't have the time. If you're hurrying forward, you don't have the time to also try and erase your tracks.
The thing is though, like we have had so much distance in between where we left absolutely nothing behind because we were flying. It's kind of unlikely that they'll stumble upon it.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that there are still tracks here from, the entire caravan that came from the Turtle Tribe.
That as well.
That is
this
true.
is a traveled path. But yes, what happens?
You continue on, like you're tiring out because you're still not used to wearing this armor well, and you're still have to run. But you manage to be able to see the outline of the boneyard.
Sweet.
In the distance.
Right.
What time of the day would it be?
It would be around midday when you are at the very far outskirts.
Okay.
Of where you can start seeing the stone columns.
But you feel tired.
You are starting to feel tired because you've been running for a couple of hours by this point.
We will just keep moving at a more
moderate pace.
Moderate pace, yeah. And
Yeah, just
from
normal
what we
walk.
can see, is there anything out of the ordinary at the boneyard, or like are there people there? From what we can see.
Yes. You can see people there.
What kind of people?
You cannot see from this distance, but you can see people walking around there.
Well, it's not entirely unusual for there to be people there, so that's not just immediately a reason to be panicking, but we should still exercise caution.
Definitely keep an eye out. Do we want to enter
Maybe
stealth again, or
maybe go slowly.
Yeah, let's move at a more stealthy pace. And keep our distance. See just what is going on over there.
But I meant like actually stealthy, or
I think it'll be a while before stealth actually matters. Because we're just so far out right now.
I mean, I just want to say it before we forget when it starts mattering.
Well, we want to be stealthy, so Pass will tell us.
You wanna... You wanna stealth?
We want to try
When
and get
we
close
getting
enough.
close enough for it actually mattering.
Yeah, we want to be able to. We want to be able to try and see what this other party looks like without them spotting us.
Says the party wearing gleaming polished metal armor.
This is high grass here, isn't there?
No.
Yes.
It's the boneyard.
Oh, that's further
I
out
believe
then.
there was no grass left.
Well, there is a little bit of grass at the outskirts of the boneyard. Like, think of it like these stone pillars that are like marking the border areas. Beyond them, there is grass, but as soon as it comes like to the border area, there is just nothing alive,
It's just barren.
except of disturbed ground.
It's
from
Minecraft biomes. All right, we'll get
Just
we'll
to
try
make
see what's
sure,
happening.
for Uka being an experienced hunter, would I be able to just take some leaf and stuff around and just cover a little of the armor so I'm
You're gonna try
feeling
and
more
You're gonna try and make
kind of
ghillie
camouflage?
suits?
What would this count as a role? Because
Probably survival.
yeah, survival. Roll me a survival check here. You have also been taught a few things by the lion tribe.
Yeah, Uka just casually.
Normal
making a ghillie
or
suit.
advantage?
Normal, because since it's not something you're used to doing, you would normally be rolling with disadvantage. But because you have seen how the lion tribe have done their ghillie suits, you would be rolling normal. 60.
Oh yeah, actually I will roll with advantage because of the mark I have in my forehead.
That is true, because you're basically copying something you have seen and touched and actually looked through before. So actually, yes, you would actually have advantage on this one.
I just rolling an extra run and take the best one.
Yeah, roll another one.
Wow.
Oh, that's better.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, Owen Wilson. Well, Pass mentioned it, so I guess they have.
Wonderful. When did they develop this?
It has been something in a long tradition of hunting in basically the savannah to basically be dressed up in these. Do you remember when I sent you some of those?
Yes. Those were not ghillie suits.
No,
Those were
it's not.
traditional garb.
Well, it's something akin to that basically make her blend better in her surroundings. So she is. It is primitive ghillie. with like a grass cloak, mantle.
How is she interweaving the grasses into her armor in order to make sure that they don't go flying about when she's sneaking over? How is she muffling the shuffling of her armor?
She would
She
not be
is an
able to.
armorer, so she should be able to figure out a way to interweave this. Surely.
That is true. That is true. But it would be the first time she is doing it on top of metal armor, so there would still be a few technicalities about it. She would still be a little bit noisy, but she wouldn't be as easy to spot, from afar. Where they might, not be able to hear the small scraping of metal against metal kind of deal as they're sneaking up closer.
Yeah, I will do that for first my own and then the other.
You managed to make some improvised camouflage suits to drop on top.
And then I say to the group, maybe helps them if we want to get hiding. Be a little bit flashy in these.
Let's go see what's up. So we move up.
Mm-hmm. You move up to the border stones. And you can get... I would like for you all to roll perception here.
Okay.
Sight or hearing?
Sight.
Man. I'm unable to roll good. Just isn't in my blood.
It's perception, not persuasion, honey.
Oh.
Oops. Okay. I'll use a luck point.
No, that's better.
Nice one, Uka. There come Ego's 13.
I got the bad rolls out the way. I got you guys.
Let's see here. With 11 or 13. That's not skeletons. That's people. You can see moving around.
And is it our people, though?
You cannot make that quite out right now.
Well, from what we know, those Serpent Tribe members usually have like gray skin and black veins, right? Can we tell if they have gray skin?
Yeah, they are of like pale complexion.
How many would there be?
Yeah, can we count how many there are?
Do you have a greater math than, just a phlegm?
Well, apparently we figured out 50.
That's right, because that's 10 phlegms.
Well, you probably didn't know the number. You just saw it was a shit ton.
Yeah. Here there is also a shit ton of people, and you can see they are digging around the ground.
Does it seem to be more or less than the war party?
More.
Fuck.
Aw. Is Servo still here, or is he fucked off?
He already fucked off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's already away.
Yeah, and just while we needed him the most.
Uka, with your 22 though, you see a big guy in the middle of it all.
Oh no.
Do I recognize the big guy?
You do recognize him.
Is that the big idiot I want to kill?
Yes.
Is he
I whisper.
Is he trying to get the other stones? Oh shit.
I whispered to Avis, the idiot is here.
What?
She points him out, and you like see him looking, running his hands over the stone, the central stone pillars in the middle, leading up to the cave.
Shit, we can't get in there right now.
God damn it.
And then you see him do something. You see him punching the rock, and it cracks, splinters, falling to the ground.
From the pillars?
The central pillar, with all the names inscripted into it, he cracks it.
Oh shit.
With a singular punch.
Can we see the entrance to the shrine from this position?
You can make it out.
Do we see any activity from there?
It's it looks like just a natural cave wall until gets really up close to actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there, so you would be able to see the distinct cave would be.
Yeah. Do we see any activity in that position?
No. They're milling about between the stones, digging up dirt. They're looking for something here.
Well, as far as I remember, all the skeletons dug themselves out of the ground, so there would be no bones left. No.
Mm-hmm. The boneyard is empty.
What are they digging for?
I don't know, but while they're doing it, it's a good opportunity to try and slip past them.
I guess, yeah. If they're busy, they might not see us. This armor is going to weigh us down.
What if they do?
If they do, we're going to have to make a run for it. Before we do this, I'd like to ask if I could have an hour to regain my magic.
Wait. Didn't we have a sending stone that allowed us to talk to other?
Spirus has that.
It's one way. They only contact me. I cannot contact them.
Oh, shit.
If we could take an hour to rest, I'll be fully regained on my magic.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, let's keep observing for now.
Mm-hmm.
And as your guys are hunkering down at the border area of the boneyard, we're going to shift the focus back.
Oh boy.
Towards the party, the other part of the party.
The tribe. Well, things are about to get hectic.
Well, if it's the next day, early in the morning, do you want to take with Nim first to see how she comes back, or?
That would actually be prudent if you're up for that, Void.
I'm fine either way. Might be a kindness so that way the story can keep moving linearly.
Void, you get transported.
You're adorable. I believe you are addressing my character, not me.
Nim gets transported.
Void gets transported. How the fuck did I get in here?
I mean, I know I like silver-haired mofos, but I didn't realize this was going to be picking a fight with that one. Alright, square up, sorcerer. It's time to kick your ass.
First off, everything gets black for you as you're being, as the smoke of shadow envelops you. And then you see yourself standing someplace familiar, yet foreign. As you can see, some things have been moved around a little.
you to my house?
Well, it's more like, you know, there are a few more things inside the tent itself. Or the yurt, really.
Where's my bed?
It's still there.
Good.
It's just a few other things have, like, been moved around.
Like what?
The workstation Sobek was working on has, like, gotten an entire, like, been moved a little bit, so she has a more section for herself.
Brilliant.
You can see another mat has been added to the flooring. Floor mats have been added inside the yurt also.
Squints.
Also, Pass, how long in game has it been since they left the tribe, her tribe?
I would say a little bit over a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gone for the span of a moon, and these psychos have already weirded out my yurt. Oh, hell. Okay, the workstation I get. The floor things I don't get. Pelts are far better.
You hear the talking of someone outside, and you see the entrance flap gets pulled aside, and you see Sobek looking outside, and then like turns to look inside, and then she just sees you freezing.
Please don't scream.
You see her rushing to you.
Don't scream.
She's not screaming, she's just like grabbing you into a tight, hard hug.
So strong.
Also, do you want to explain what she looks like for the others?
Yo, sure.
Heathens they
Pop
don't watch.
goes the druid.
I'm going to kill him. Personally. Yeah.
Do I actually manage? Did I manage to get an art? Damn it! I still don't have an artwork of her. Fuck.
No, you don't have Sobek, you don't have Raleigh, you don't have Fern, you don't have any of them yet.
No. Sobek is, in a sense, if you take the best way I could.
With the head of a crocodile.
Well, yes, a stout-built woman with a crocodile's head.
And dreads for hair.
And a few dreadlocks as hair, indeed.
Why am I reminded of the... I'm really reminded of something right now, and it's...
Yes, it's probably Egyptian mythology, because all my children and some of my summons are a reference to Egyptian mythology.
Oh, that does make sense, but it's...
You thinking
it's
of
really weird where
Argonians?
my mind went.
Hmm?
Because my mind went to the a character from a song video, a music video. Don't remember
Just
who
be
the
grateful
song
her name
is.
isn't Amut. If her name was Amut, I wouldn't be hesitant to bring her along for disposal. Sobek is a wonderful entity of justice and annoyance. Also a trickster.
Oh, could you leave us like that? Oh.
You make it sound as if I had a choice.
If what trust you.
I did something desperate and stupid.
How? How are you back?
I asked the Watcher to drop me off. Yet it's just for tonight. I have to go back to north, past the trees.
Past the mountains?
That big tree that we can see from Errol's nest. That one.
Okay. I'm just glad you're back.
It's only for a little bit, my dear.
I know, but to know you're here means a lot. And now we know where you are, at least.
Yes, giant feckled tree. And the man responsible for it.
She lets go of you and her hands on her hips as she leans over you and stares at you.
What?
A man?
Yeah, it's the guy responsible for the big fuck old tree.
Mm-hmm.
You know I only have eyes for knowledge. Do not say anything more. Don't you glare at me in that tone of voice. Besides, I still have to figure out how to get the other back.
Well, the way the old man he was acting up might be a little bit more than just knowledge you like.
I'm going to fault him for being upset. Everyone was pissed. And I don't blame them. I would be upset too if I was on the receiving end of receiving an icy null when you should be beating and present. Granted, with my current state of emotion and panic, I would not be surprised if the old man was running with all the ferocity of the four winds in our direction. He's no fool. Money is that ghost might barely beat him to it, though. That boy has a sharper nose.
As you speak of the sun, you see a flurry of fur bursting through the flap.
I'm ready to cast shield! You're taking me to jail!
He jumps on Soapbag and kicks her out of the way as he lunges for you.
I would appreciate you treat my daughter with a bit more restraint.
She can handle a little bit of roughhousing. I've been missing you, mostly.
I'm still pissed I can't take you lot with me.
I know. But I cannot leave here for long, and you know that.
I know. We need the big scary guns to stay home and keep them safe.
He then starts to rub himself against you as he walks in circle around you.
Oh, please let me sit before you do the rubbing. You're always stronger than you intend.
Then sit.
my bed, though. I want to sit on mine. Come here, you big angry bug. I have missed you, and even my summons don't feel the same.
I know, and I have missed you too. More than I can describe.
I trust that these lot have been keeping you plenty busy.
They have tried. But it's mostly me keeping them busy with work. With making sure that they have plenty to hunt. And making sure they are not spoiling the fragile balance on the island here.
That pyre hatch. Both of you. Where is she? Pyre. Did she hatch?
Not yet. She should be hatching soon, but we are not entirely sure when.
Be mindful in case she's like her brother. They will demand heat.
She points to the fireplace where you can see our lit fire with the egg. With the fireplace built around it. Heating it. Probably told us to put her in the fire.
So she will be like her brother.
I'm not entirely sure. She does demand the heat. I'm not entirely sure she will be like her brother. But we will see when she hatches. So what do you mean by you're only here for tonight?
The Watcher can only spare me here for one night.
No. No.
I know. I know. I know. I am also aggrieved. But I would not leave Eva alone. Not for long.
You can hear her getting this deep growl.
She is safe and technically with kin. If he fails, I will not be amused.
It is not fair. You hear her voice burst out with this like deep growl. Only a crocodile can have.
So be.
Haven't you already done enough for these outsiders yet? Haven't you already paid enough?
It's not for them. It's not for him. It's for the others. The other tribes that are up north. They need help. They need guidance.
They need help. They need guidance. What about us? Here.
I have given this village vast wells of knowledge. And an ally to your north. Provided that Mithras City still stands.
It does. Stronger than before.
Tell me, has Fern begun tinkering with Raleigh? Has Fern begun tinkering with Raleigh?
Going off of character right here, Fern.
Fern is the name given to the half-elf that she adopted from Mithras City.
Right. I was just
that was the terrible joke where it's like, oh yeah, that's totally Nim's kid. Yeah, proper ginger. But it's a half-elf. How does that fucking work? And it's just like, don't you dare look at me in that tone of voice. I would never lay with a lesser.
Damn.
If you're gonna earn your spot next to my side, you will earn it with blood. And I will accept no less.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you just imply that Nim is racist?
No. What I implied is that Nib isn't going to so idly breed with people.
She's talking about the
So
character of the
to have-
person, not
Mm-hmm.
not the person themselves.
Exactly. I hate everyone equally. And Nib isn't so loose as to go procreating without a bond. That's someone else's job. Anyhow. Would you like to go back into character, or shall I be cheeky some more?
It's fine. I'm just. You hear someone calling from the outside of the tent, and you see the flap being ripped open. As you see Raleigh stepping in, looking worried at first because he heard Sobek's
Growl?
growling and outburst of anger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fault her for that. See how I'm not faulting her for that? Because I'm not faulting her for that.
Sobek, what's wrong for you two? Mother?
Son. Don't pass out. I'm on my bed for a reason. I imagined you would possibly tackle me.
No, I can see you're hurt. I wouldn't.
Well,
He walks over and takes a knee next to you, clasping your hand. And to you who wish to know who Raleigh is, he is body of a man, head of a hawk, with wings on his back.
I was curious if you were teaching Fern.
Just like the thing in the Dreamwell?
Oh, probably not. Unless they have things that resemble the god Ra in...
They don't. We were so worried when we heard what had happened at the city you went to.
Quite did something stupid.
went and the watcher told us that you weren't to be seen. Either of you. And we feared you had been lost.
Misplaced.
Till Akers came raving like a madman about that he could feel you suddenly out of the blue.
Yeah, I kind of fell out of the sky.
Mater, what have I told you? You don't have the powers yet to fly. Be careful.
To be fair, I didn't have a choice.
Oh, as if you being catapulted into the air is not your own choice.
To be fair, I was stuck in a dimension in between with the group and the people that we were saving. We were supposed to go to Mithy's city, and all was to be well enough. And the dimension locked, and then it broke, and then Iru and I fell through the crack and into the sky. And then I met another harpy who was very handsy and touchy and staring at Iru like she was a snack. It was very weird. But yes, I assure you, if I had control over how I landed, I would have definitely elected to not tumble out of thin air.
But it's good to see you home.
To see that you're in one piece.
And yes, Farron, I have been teaching her a little bit, taking more responsibility. Not just her, other kids too.
She shows proficiency in the pulley system and other technologies of that nature. I need you to take them to Mithy's place. There is a man of the observatory, you might remember.
I remember him.
The planets. Encourage him to take them on. We need that knowledge, and I will not have it lost.
I promise I will. But you don't just return to die, are you?
Just this night. I would if I could, I would stay, but I cannot. They also need me in the north, whether I like it or not.
North? What's in the north?
Tree. The tree that we see from Errol's cave, from Errol's nest. The big green tree.
Beyond the mountain pass.
Yes. My initial plan was to try to find something shiny to grab your attention, but that plan didn't quite work out. I haven't been there yet.
Now we at least know where you are.
The problem is that I'm not with the others. I don't know how to get them back either.
They are alive, at least, from what we understand of. Because Anala has not been there to collect them. She has been by a couple of times.
I'm glad she's checking in.
Mostly to ask if we have heard or seen anything to either of you.
Either. Are you referring to the Watcher?
Yes. They both checked in. Not at the same time, but somehow they keep going to Aegis.
Of course, they would update him first. If anyone was going to deliver the information, painful or positive, it would be him.
Why is that? Why is he more important than either me or Sobek?
You are not more important, neither is he. He's older, and with that age comes a way to translate the harder, more emotional things to something far more tangible to deal with. I'm not saying that you're too young to understand. I know well enough what you both are. But perhaps he can describe it in a way that is a lot less emotion-inducing. Something that can let you keep your heads on straight. And then that way you can engage and ask questions, and then progress from there. I just hope that Pyre comes out well. How long has she been in the flames?
For a week.
She demanded heat a week. She still hasn't came.
No, I am not sure what's going on.
Has she told you anything?
No.
Would you like a name that isn't so morbid for your sister?
Our guest has just arrived, so I need to start rounding up here.
Understood.
I'm gonna jump off because the guest is here, so I'm gonna keep my focus to them. But have a nice rest of the game, and good day to you, viewers. Bye.
Bye.
Understandable. But now you don't need to change her name. It is fine. I will keep watch of her and take care of her while you are away. I promise you that, Mother. He clasps onto your hands with his claws gently.
Gives a firm squeeze. I would like very much for us to rest in those notorious sleep piles that we used to. Back when you were small and I could have you under both arms. But I am surprised that the grumpy one hasn't shown up yet.
Who says I hasn't?
Nope, this is fine. I'm just gonna hide under here. This is fine.
I just didn't want to interrupt our sweet family reunion. You see him standing at the yurt entrance. You've been mostly focused on the others around you.
Vicky.
It can wait. if you want to spend some more time with them, that is fair. I can wait. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Rest a little, and I'll be waiting outside. Call on me when you...
I only have the night, I guess. They will take me before the morning.
Fuck. You see his mask starts to crack a little bit as his smile becomes pain, and you see him quickly turn his face away.
I know my mate. Talk.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that out loud?
No, I said it distinctly as a player.
Okay. Or else everybody around you just like stared at you for a moment and stared at him, stared at you, stared at him. It pains me just so much to only know that you will be here for one night, and it won't spoil the time you have with your family.
If something needs to be said, I would ask that you do so now. Unless you absolutely need privacy, that I guess I could elbow the children away a moment.
Something I would like to speak of in private.
Well, you heard the nice man. Can I pretty please have the yurt? Thank you for making sure I'm not bleeding.
Sobek, Ghost, and Raleigh leaves your side. Very much to their displeasure of leaving you, just as you just came back into the fold. And
The feeling is mutual.
they step outside. And Akis walks, leaning on his staff more than he used to. He also looks thinner, frailer than he used to.
What is this?
He sits down next to you, and he takes your hand. You did it. And you should know.
I did what? Why are you like this?
Because I have gone through almost every ounce of knowledge, power, to get you home.
Tyrell's only letting me stay at night.
Don't worry, I'm not dying just yet. I still have
Oh, yeah,
several.
Why are you so thin?
Been using a lot of power and the stress and worry of not knowing where you are, my dear. And blast it, if I only have you for tonight to tell you.
Narrows eyes.
With one hand he holds your hands in his, and the other he cups your face. You did what I thought was impossible. You did something I thought I was undeserving of. You tore down what I had built around my heart and melted the ice I had built and grown around it for me not to suffer this feeling again, and yet here I am. Worrying. Scared for someone that I have grown so dear to. What can I say? That you
Call
made
me the
me.
word that you called me before. Cheeky grin.
My little sun balloon?
I will bite you first. No, I was attempting to make you smile and have you call me a savage again.
Oh, my noble little savage, is that it?
Oh, no, you don't get to call me little. No, I'm too big for that now.
Still shorter than me. And
Yeah,
far
I'm
younger.
shorter than... Yeah, As a matter of crap, all the grand scheme of you're still
you're
within
an
striking
adult.
distance.
You are an adult and you can make your own choices.
Yeah, I could raise children that aren't born of my blood, and I can befriend things that could squish me with a thought. And I can pick fights with grumpy old men that could possibly made me. They felt so inclined. Though now I think I have quite the chance of completely defeating you for once.
I think not. I still have far more experience than you.
Experience matters not in the face of confidence and good nutrition.
I may look ragged and worn, but believe me, I still have power and strength in this old body of mine.
Before I pick a fight when I really shouldn't, I would like to rest again in a pile, but I do not know if I need to exchange further information. I've already told the others that I'm beyond the great tree. The one that one can observe at Errol's Nest.
I have observed the tree. But I
don't
also
even know if you
think that I was
passed.
successful. At least, just not to the full extent that I wanted it to.
What were you trying to do?
Bring you and your friends back.
We need to divine where they are first. That's the trouble. Watcher can't even find them.
I know, and it seems like I only managed to rip a tear enough to bring you out.
So you're responsible for that drop.
I'm sorry.
Funny that. I only just... Yeah, that was impressive. Wish it was a bit closer to the ground.
I cannot really control where it goes. But I am sorry, Nim.
I had help. There was a harpy nearby. Hopefully she didn't feel like eating me. Or Ebro.
But I... Sands and cinders and all. Why can I not say it? You hear him mutter under his breath.
Try hugging. You can try using other methods of expression. I don't know. Delbeck nearly rearranged my ribs. There's no harm in a sassy, fragile rascal like you trying.
He leans in.
I'm going to do this because I know that I'm terrible with emotions. And I'm just gonna... Good. I'm gonna awkwardly hug him. Because I'm a dumbass.
No!
He could correct her. But I'm just conveying it as like Nib's like, oh, he's leaning in. Okay, I hug.
He stops you, like, as you're... God damn it, no, Sprig, fuck you. We're not done yet.
Like, there's your cliffhanger, folks. Bye. Runs.
Like, he, like, stops you, like, holding onto your hand as you're, like, trying to reach around him, and just, like... And then he leans in and kisses you.
This willpower save at disadvantage. Okay, I will
Oh, no.
freeze. That's fine. I'm freezing because I don't know what the fuck to do with this nonsense. Yep, she's just freeze. Uncertain. Yep. Internalized panic.
Do you respond to the kiss at all, or are you completely frozen?
I think with a... Oh, she would have a 9. I think it's more of a soft panic. So she's like stopped. She's not pulling away or anything. She's just...
He would instead, like, pull away and, like...
Oh, she'll stop him from pulling away. It's just, you know... it's that funny, awkward, I'm frozen, but you don't get to escape bit either.
like him trying to pull to leave the kiss, you just like squid onto it.
Mhm.
And this is where we're hanging up here, folks.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I can stop. No, you don't.
Oh no, you don't! Get in here!
I didn't say you could stop.
For
Exactly.
next time, we will see what happens.
I got a plan for a war.
Yes.
We got war to do.
We got
Anyway,
war.
do your outro.
Yeah, do the outro.
Yeah, so again, thank you, dear players. Thank your editorial team for your amazing work as always. And again, a deep thank you to you, dear viewers, for following us along this journey as far as it's taken us so far. And your continued support means a lot, not just for me, but also for the team. So again, thank you. And remember, we do have a YouTube where you can follow along if there's any episode you have missed, and also be able to check up on our other games. And remember, leave a like, subscribe if you want to support us further. And then till next time, have a good one, and we'll see you around the bend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.